I've got to seriously shift it this morning because I had totally forgotten that I'm actually heading off to South Mims to see Barnabas, who's the chap I met at that YouTube creators event. So I'm going to sort of just have a bit of a chat about drones, you know, commercial drone stuff. So, got to be very quick. Also hoping to just quickly finish off this board a little bit and give that a test drive because it's going to be nice weather this afternoon. Okay, after some slight troubles, oh, it's nice weather. I'm going to get my sunglasses. For the most part, the troubles have been related to me rushing, which is not great. Hate rushing. What am I on about? I'm always rushing. Time to get a little bit of juice and grab some lunch, I think. I've had some people wondering why I'd bother making a folding board. Hello?
You did it?
Yeah.
You hinged it.
I did hinge it. Ugh. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it does. It's a little bit tricky to get the thing to come to bits though. So the point is, right, I'm about to go into a restaurant, well, Starbucks. This is an acceptable sized object. Cheers.
Yes, I've only just started to have a go with it, but you know, so you can do like handheld 4K shots, and then you plug your phone in the side there.
Yeah.
And there's a mic port on the front here. This is an optional accessory that goes on there when you're walking that gets rid of.
Oh, you've got the Z
walking
thing as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then this literally.
Oh, you got the road. I've got one of those.
And you can clip it on the top as well. Just on the bottom's a bit better.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't get in the way of the camera.
So can I
yeah,
pop it out? So you
you
press that.
press that button.
Thanks.
I can flick it on and
It's quite a. Actually, no, it's not. I was going to say it's quite an affair, but actually, no. I think it's pretty doable. Is that the on button?
yeah, you have to unlock all the. There's another lock here as well. I think they're all unlocked now. You have to hold it kind of flat when you start it, so it get so it gets its horizon.
So you're going to be using this for your
For my videos,
yeah?
because I want to do walking, talking shots,
Yes.
and have them steady.
Yes.
So I've been using DSLR, and in the video that I'm doing at the moment, we did some walking, talking shots with the DSLR, but it's quite hard to get it.
Walking and talking with the DSLR is just difficult.
Yeah.
The image stabilization on this camera is amazingly good for some reason. I don't know why. It's much better than it is on my Canon 70D. But still, there's nothing quite like a proper gimbal.
Because I had like the money to buy one camera, and I was like, do I buy a good DSLR or do I get this? And I was really liking this because of the stability.
When you say good DSLR,
Well, like £1,000 DSLR.
Yeah.
The Lumen X G4, the Panasonic.
yeah. Did you bring the Mavic?
Yeah, it's in here.
Ooh! Don't tell me it's in that tiny little
Yeah,
package.
this is the Mavic here. This is the Mavic with the controller and 3 spare batteries.
What?
Not three
Oh
batteries.
my
in
word!
total.
Can I just? I'm gonna have to get me one of these one day. That is incredible. There's a drone, a controller, and a bunch of spare batteries in here.
So this is the controller. I've just got like a guard on there to keep it safe.
Yeah.
And then 2 spare batteries in there.
Oh yeah.
It's in the bottom.
And then another one actually on the drone.
And then one on the drone, yeah. And I've even got extension feet on the drone as well.
Oh right.
And it still fits in there with
Is
extension.
that because you're taking off on grass often?
Yeah, it just saves the camera because every time the drone starts up, it does that movement with the camera, which is always risky.
This is awesome. I have to say, I love the build quality. DJI, if you want a drone, DJI is where it's at. That's you.
This is solid, yeah.
Wowee. It's quite compact, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it looks a little bit bigger now. For me, it looks chunky with these bits on.
Yes. You know, the funny thing is though, the actual you know, distance between the rotors is pretty similar to my Phantom 4.
Yeah, I think it's, once it's spread out, it's the same kind of size width-wise.
Far off, is that? That's just so awesome.
I've just got this red tab on here. I learned it off another YouTuber because it's so easy to forget to remove this gimbal clip.
Yeah, the gimbal clamp.
I was watching your video on the Phantom 4 and it's like pretty much identical technology, just the difference is this one folds.
You know what's a real shame is that you can't just pop it up in the sky. You know, from a technology point of view, here we could just go outside and fly it and get some great shots and land, and you know, it would almost certainly be perfectly fine. But definitely not from a legal standpoint. I very nearly went and bought one of these. And then I decided an electric skateboard would probably be more fun. I mean, I would buy the Mavic now if I hadn't already got a drone, but the Phantom 4 is an incredibly capable machine. The portability, if I lived in America, I'd buy one of these instantly because the portability would be really useful. But in this country, with the way the law sits in terms of what counts as commercial and what doesn't, you've got to do so much planning in order to, you know, use a drone. It doesn't really matter if the bag the drone is in is that size or that size.
Yeah. But do you think that that's like commercially, yeah? But if you're just doing it as a hobbyist, but obviously the rules are still the same. You still have to abide by the rules, but you don't have to do all the pre-planning, you know, paperwork that you showed in your commercial.
Yeah. Right, I think it's eating time.
That's clever. So your mum's wardrobe is missing it would work. Bikers, there's loads of guys who have bikes, just can't carry the board on the back. You can fit that in the side
Yeah. I don't want to get idle feed. I'm actually really surprised that works as well as it does. Right, move the car. Okay. And back to finish my conversation. Test driving your new toy?
Yes.
You should check out the footage from this camera. You'd think you'd be surprised how stable it actually is. It's pretty cool though. I particularly like having the decent mic.
This is quite cool. If you touch this, it swings around so you can...
Righty. I'm loving the weather.
Yeah, it's perfect flying weather.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's also perfect skating weather. So, if I can find the time to do that. Okay, let's go. If you're interested in seeing how good the footage from a Mavic Pro is, then I recommend checking out Barnabas's channel. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. Okay, what have I left open? Still not locked. Don't know what was going on there. It took ages to lock. It's a serious security problem if you ask me. One of the problems with this is I'm going to wind up spending all my time looking at the board to see if it's about to give. It does make quite a noise as well. A relatively downhill section. Everything still looks buckled, reasonably secure, and let's keep testing. Now this is more like it. Here comes the downhill bit. Oh yeah! I'm not used to foot braking yet. Not on this board anyway. This is seriously good fun. That's where a lot of the rattle is coming from. Oh well. Not exactly a stealth machine at the moment. Now, this is a proper hill, so well, I would characterise that as a successful test. There we go. And last one. Nice. Aside from a few minor finishing off type things, I think that board's pretty much good to go. And home sweet home. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't already. And follow me on Instagram if you don't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye. Did you like the Renault Zoe?
When it started, yeah, and suddenly he just took off. And I was, it's pretty scary. Like when there's no sound, you don't even know when the car's on. Like when it's the first time I experienced electric cars.
I like the Renault Zoe. I think it's a good car. Definitely.
Yeah, it's nice.